Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Stubby Corn vlog. Today we're going to be putting some mud flaps on because these old black ones are absolutely garbage. So I'm going to get you guys set up on the tripod and we're going to take the old ones off, drill holes, line them up, drill holes in the new one, and yeah. So first we're going to take these ones off. And then we might have to cut these red ones. I'm not entirely sure about that part, because I have to cut them. Oh. Okay. It's a weird bolt. There's actually 3 bolts here. There's this one. Then there's this one. Oh, there goes the washer. Then there's this one back in here. So I have to get all of those. So actually on this bolt that's in there, on this side over here, there's another bolt which I have to now double wrench it and get that undone. So now we got the mud flap off, so we're gonna line it up and drill holes in it. And then we might have to cut a bit off this way. But other than that, it should fit right on. It just might be a wide fit if I don't cut it. So I've got this one drilled. I test fitted the holes. It's perfect. So I'm going to take one at a time and drill them. And just drill the holes. I messed up a little. I say a little, but clearly it's more than a little. But that'll be okay because they won't even see it. And I know what I'm doing this time. And I also have to remember that these two are for the front only. So those two will go on the rear. So that means I have to now figure out how to mark those and do that. Alright, so now I've got both of these drilled. So now it's just time to fit them on and screw the front ones in. But I do have to undo the other side mud flap because this was just to make sure that I got them lined up. And they're lined up, so now... And the rear doesn't even have mud flaps. So now we're just gonna drill it on and screw all the bolts on, and then we're gonna take the other mud flap, take that to the other side, and then yeah, we'll have mud flaps. Check it out. We got one mud flap. We got one mud flap done, so now we got to do, sorry about my finger. Now we got to get this one off and do that, but dude, this car looks sick with a red mud flap. That is so cool. All right, now I just have to get this side undone, and then I'll put this new mud flap on. So in case any of you were wondering, I did find my microphones, so I do apologize for the poor quality on the last video, but I did find my microphones this time. So, we have pretty good mic quality, hopefully. I actually don't know how good these are, so I guess I'll find out when editing. So, but, goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely wanting to get, like, new fenders for this thing and a new hood. Because this is all scratched. This STI emblem is okay. The other one is horrible. That thing is like torn apart. It's kind of sad. Okay, what is going on here? There's a slight problem. Oh, that's not very cool. Not very Sigma. But, oh goodness, I said that on camera. Oh, these are put, oh no. 1 second, these are put on backwards. Okay, so they didn't actually have them put on backwards. They just had 2 half-size nuts, which is stupid. Because on the other side, they have an 11 and then a half-size nut, which is also stupid. Why wouldn't you just put on two like 14s or like 10 millimeters? Because now I've got to get down under here and I have to struggle really hard. This is way too big. This is what size did I even grab? Dude, what is that? Hang on. Does this fit on this side? No. Does it? No. These are super tiny. Like super, super tiny. So, I have to figure out what size it is. That's exciting. It might be this size. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Almost. It's a bit bigger than this size. So what is this? This is a 3/8 wrench. You guys are going to be making so much fun of me for not knowing what size it is on a mud flap. They're all different sizes. Every single bolt, except for the two at the very front. Although this one, yes, it's a 10 mil. I know. I'm good at math sometimes. But today is not that sometimes. And getting this bolt undone is possibly the hardest thing I have ever done. And I've changed an alternator on a 2003 Toyota Sequoia. That thing is buried in the engine bay. This is harder. Okay? That really tells you something about this car. Although, I got it off. Now, with these freaking plastic, crappy rubber mud flaps and washers that you don't even need, it is off. Uh-oh. This is like... You know what? It's right. It might be slightly off. No, that's... Oof. No, that's off. That is... It's fine. No, it's not off. I can't decide. So, as the car rolls, I should probably make sure it's in park. And it's locked. Embarrassing. The front, the driver door is not locked. Well, it doesn't have the parking brake on, but it did have it in gear, so it wasn't going to roll very far. So, not much to worry about there. But, that is so the wrong size still. It's kind of funny that I keep doing that. It is an 11. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. Let's install mud flaps. This guy doesn't know how to install mud flaps. I do. Not on this car. Okay. One. I probably should have put a washer on, huh? I'm gonna do that. Nice Michelin's. This one goes up top. That one goes on bottom. I don't know why it's specific. To be honest, I forgot we had these mud flaps because we bought them like a super long time ago. Nope. That way. So, when we bought them, we had like first bought the car. We didn't notice when we bought it, it was missing the rear mud flaps. So we bought front and rear mud flaps because the ones up front are garbage. And now they're cool and red and nicer looking. Uh-oh. That was not off, is it? It might be a little. Remember, kids, measure once, cut twice. Alright, we got the mud flap there, and we got a mud flap here. So now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna put them on the back, because I'm pretty sure they just go within the bumper clips. But that's also a lot of room down here and over there, and there's no other hook-on point. Sucky thing about bumper clips, yep, that's exciting. I was able to get it out. Pretty cool, huh? I know. Alright, I got all 4 mud flaps on, so it's finished. I had to cut the rear ones because they were too big. Like, the tire would have been rubbing if I was just driving. So I didn't want that. The car was doing something earlier. It was a little weird. It kept wanting to stall while I was reversing out of the garage. And no, it wasn't my fault. My foot was all the way on the clutch, so that would have been impossible anyways. But overall, I think it looks great with these red mud flaps on. I think the fitment on the rear ones is a little iffy, but I can fix that if I really need to. The front ones look absolutely amazing, though. I think I did a pretty good job. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And finish out the rest of your day and have fun.